At the risk of sounding like a crotchety old man, gamers today have it so easy. If you want to find the biggest secrets or the coolest moves in a video game, all you have to do now is just go on YouTube and look it up. But back in the pre-internet days, you had to subscribe to magazines like Nintendo Power or buy these gigantic strategy guides for the games, which I honestly can't believe they're still selling today. In the mid-1990s, the WWF tried to enter the relatively untapped market of strategy guides on VHS. Instead of being able to flip through the pages and just find the tip you're looking for, you'd have to locate the tape, turn on your VCR, and scan through the whole cassette to find the one helpful piece of information you actually wanted. And one of the most famous examples of this kind of strategy guide was for Wrestlemania, the arcade game, a port of the coin-operated machine that came out in 1995. Of all the video game tapes that WWF and Coliseum Video put out, this one seems to be the one remembered most vividly by the fans. Let's find out why. The video begins, and this is not a great way to kick things off.
Now, I have played tons of great video games.
That sounds like a lie. I didn't watch wrestling during the Todd Pettengill era, so maybe there's something appealing about him at the time that I just can't see through my modern eyes, but this guy is the literal definition of cheese. Pettengill had a delivery and a cadence that always impacted me like the opening of Brie Bella's theme, and his jokes, God, I thought mine were bad.
Pardon me? I'm connected? You mean I don't have to do anything else? How about this? Now, keep an open mind. Okay. The Toddster. On the cover, maybe a feature article. What do you think?
Wrestling tights?
Yeah!
That's right. Oh, beg me, I want you. You're out.
I'm kind of surprised that Michael Cole's become the voice of WWE today, considering he seemed to be cut from the same cloth as Todd. He was never as cartoony as Pettengill, nor did he crack as many dad jokes, but in the beginning he carried the same level of dweeby gravitas that his predecessor always did, with about a comparable fashion sense. I guess much like with the wrestlers, if you stick it out for long enough, you're eventually a made man in the eyes of Vince. Ugh, can you imagine if Pettengill stuck around and became a heel like Cole or Coachman? No thanks. Anyway, Old Pets is your host for this video strategy guide, as he offers up some valuable gameplay tips which could have really helped me out earlier this week.
Oh snap, I don't know what I just did. Oh!
Along with Todd, the wrestlers featured in the game also appear to give you some insight on their most devastating maneuvers. If there's one thing to take away from all this, it's that hearing wrestlers describe button combinations while reading off cue cards is kinda weird.
To execute it, all you have to do is hold the power punch button for 3 seconds.
Get them with the 24-hit combo.
Hit kick, power kick, power punch, and punch! I have one more bonus mayhem move. The Demon Dizzy.
Ugh, well there goes 26 years of mystique out the window.
Hey there, Brian. Mind if I drop in?
Hi, who are you?
I'm Tony Jack and Jill, presenting you another great strategy guide.
Oh, that's okay, Tony. I think we're getting enough information from this tape as is.
Do you want to learn some more awesome tips and tricks for Wrestlemania, the arcade game? Some of these weren't even included in the original tape. I can tell you how to unlock Jerry the King Lawler as a playable character.
But really? Well, I didn't know that was possible. Well, sure, man. Lay it on me.
Okay, so here's how you do it. Press up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, and start.
Isn't that the Contra code?
Well, how about a secret code that will give you an unlimited combo bar? First, start up a brand new game and enter the name Wampum Stompum. Then...
Oh, hang on, Wampa Stompa? That's Shadows of the Empire.
To fight in the unfinished Candyland arena, go outside the ring and walk left for 20 seconds.
Well, okay, all those sound ridiculous, so I'm just gonna move on now, okay, Tony?
And don't forget to check back later in this video where we'll be having some more awesome tips and tricks for you.
No, that won't be happening.
Yes, it will.
Look, I said no, now get out! Todd changes in size sporadically as the video rolls on, as if he's been on a trip through Wonderland. You get the idea the people who wrote this video didn't really have a grasp of the gaming lingo.
Good luck, and remember with these codes, you too can be the excellence of execution.
Yeah, because codes and button combinations are totally the same thing. Speaking of Hart, the highlight of this video has to be the package that shows the hitman working behind the scenes at Midway to help produce the game. According to the video, Hart was a chief consultant, but as it turns out, his name appears nowhere in the game's credits. So you're telling me that the WWF is being dishonest about something? Get out of here! Bret explains how in order to help develop, not develop the game, he learned everything there was to do, like driving a forklift, metalwork, and wearing a tie that complements your ring gear.
Working with artists and programmers, we crammed all the WWF energy into a video game.
Boy, the hitman really showing off the excitement and glamour of video game design. He looks so sad. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he just watched an advanced screening of Wrestling with Shadows.
There it is, right there in front of you the whole time. You're dereferencing a no-pointer. Open your eyes.
Bret Hart, the excellence of engineering. Hart then talks about the importance of sound design with some bits that are actually pretty funny.
Just like that, but punch it up with a little more bass.
But the Strategy Guide VHS does not give you the full story. There's another video floating around online, a promotional tape that shows the official unveiling of the game with an expanded version of this package included therein. It features longer versions of the gags seen in the Strategy Guide video, as well as more exposition from Hart himself.
I walked through arcades today, and I see absolutely nothing to turn young players on.
Wrong kind of arcade, Bret.
It turns out there's even more hidden footage of Bret the Hitman Hart that we haven't shown you yet.
Oh boy. Did you get smaller all of a sudden?
If you want to get Bret the Hitman Hart inside the women's bathroom at Midway headquarters, all you gotta do is press punch.
Nope, let's not show that, please. The rest of the VHS deviates from the video game talk and shows some behind-the-scenes footage of how the 95-96 opening to Monday Night Raw was filmed, which features some of the most up-to-date footage in existence of company bigwigs like Kevin Dunn and Kerwin Silfies. It's kind of like seeing a story on a missing kid, but the most recent picture of them is when they're a toddler. And they got a fair amount of use of that footage over the years, didn't they?
Tell us what to do. I gotta get away. Break it down!
And that was a Strategy Guide VHS to Wrestlemania, the arcade game. It has not aged well for a number of reasons, but it accomplished what it set out to do, which is to sell you on the game while providing insight on how to actually play it well. It's probably not as effective as a simple text-based strategy guide, but as someone with my experience, it's better than nothing. Be sure to thumbs up this video if you like it.
Hang on a minute, Brian. Tony, Jack, and Jill here again with some video tips for WWE 2K17.
Wow, leaping ahead by about 6 or so generations, aren't we? And you're big again.
To unlock Seth Rollins' devastating pedigree, all you have to do is fill up your momentum meter and press triangle. Wait, that's all you have to do these days? Seems kind of silly to do these videos now. What am I going to do with my life?
Well, don't worry about him. I'm sure he'll find work somewhere else. Be sure to thumbs up this video if you like it, comment below, subscribe to Wrestling with Regret, and buy the t-shirts at ProWrestlingTees.com. I'm Brian Zane, and I'll see you next time.